the world in context.
Earlier this hour, we told you about the expansion now of that pet food recall. It certainly has a lot of people concerned. Some people now are starting to make their own pet food at home. The cookbooks are shooting to the top of bestseller lists. Joining me now is the author of Real Food for Dogs. Arden Moore is with us. Arden, good to see you. And Cleo, I should point out, who's a little pup.
That's right.
A Bichon
Hi, Jane.
Frise mix. Good to see you, Arden. You know, that sounds like a lot of work. I was reading from one pet owner today who said he spent 5 hours on Sunday putting together food for the week. Does it have to be a lot of work, and how do you do it?
No, absolutely not. That's why my book, Real Food for Dog, I know that none of us can be 24-hour canine chefs. And the book actually has 50 recipes, all approved by veterinarian nutritionists. But the best part of it is 2/3 are actually edible for people, too.
Really?
So it makes it a time and a money saver.
And it tastes good?
And the other nice... Oh, my gosh. I have a bowl of marvelous meatballs that people drool for.
People drool, not just dogs. How do people feel about eating dog food or cat food?
Well, see, the nice thing is all these are real healthy foods. I mean, we're talking ground sirloin, cheddar cheese, so it's people food made so that it's good for people and dogs, too.
Can it be dangerous, though, if you don't know what you're doing, and there are certain foods that are harmful and deadly, even?
That's right. In my book, Real Food for Dogs, we have a whole section of the doggy no-no foods. Oust the onions, stay clear of raw bones, avoid sushi, no to chocolate. So yes, we wrote that book with the idea of having the vet nutritionist on board. I feel very safe about our recipes.
You know, Arden, I'm sure you've heard from a lot of people it's really confusing in the midst of this pet food recall. What's your advice for owners on what they should do?
Well, I think the best advice is to work closely with their veterinarians and, if possible, a veterinary nutritionist on diets for their dogs and cats. I mean, there's a lot more questions now than answers, but the good news is, you can feed your dog healthy homemade meals during this transition, and just work closely with them because you want to take into account your dog's age or your cat's age, breed, activity level, and any health conditions. Some dogs or cats are sensitive to wheat, for example. Other cats have issues like with diabetes. So it's very important to work closely with your veterinarian.
And Arden, real quickly, do you suggest that people make their own pet food altogether? Should they just not make any of that, use any of that commercial pet food at all?
Well, it's hard to say. All I know is the recipes in my book I feel very confident are safe, and they can use them now or as a transition. I wrote that book 6 years ago as a way to sort of complement or supplement quality commercial dog food. And as you know, the way to a dog's heart is through their belly, like Cleo. And I used the marvelous meatballs actually as a way to hone in good doggy manners and things like that. In my next book, the dog behavior book, we talk all about how you use healthy treats like marvelous meatballs.
Arden Moore, the author
funny.
of Real Food for Dogs. Actually, does sound a little bit tempting. Good to see you, Arden. Thank you.
There you go. Bon appetit.
Thanks.